Alright, today is Blade Friday, and we are taking a look at a Glock field knife. Let's take a look at one of these right here. I think this is in the army green or just military green color. It's got a plastic sheath. And you can see right there, it is made in Austria. It's a Glock 81. And it does have a compartment down here on this end, but it's very hard to get that cover off. The sheath is adequate. It's got a this thing for your belt. You can loosen that up and snaps right back in place. But one thing I've had to do on all these is to sand or file this down. This part of the clip right here, right there, I file that down just a little bit. If you do it, use a small hand file. Don't use a Dremel, you'll take too much off. And it clicks right in there nicely. Comes out good. So that is one of my 81s. Here's another one. I think they're calling this gray. You can see it's got the Glock on the blade. I have no idea what kind of plastic these things are made out of. But the blades are made of spring steel. Same on this one. Made in Austria, Glock 81. Now the 81 signifies that it has the root saw. That's the root saw. It's not real sharp. But there's also a 78. I don't have a 78 right now. 78 is no root saw, just a plain blade side. Okay, and there's one other I wanted to show. This is the Chinese fake. It's exactly the same kind of sheath. Looks very similar to the Glock. Does not have that secret compartment on the end. And it is called Shadow Ops. And you can see it's made in China. Military grade carbon 100%, or what is it, 1060 carbon steel. Okay, so let's take a look at one of these. This is the 81, and I'm just going to call it green. So let's take some specs of this Glock knife. The blade is right at 6 1/4 inches. Overall length is right at 11. And the weight, let's try a weight on this. It's not real heavy for a military style hunting, camping knife. So it weighs 7.1 ounces, and with the sheath, 8.6 ounces. So that's not bad for a belt knife, outdoor knife. Let's do a little cut test. I did do a little sharpening on this. It hasn't been used very much. And I'm just going to use some cardboard. It's not what I call razor sharp. but it's not too bad. And And one last test, of course, the drop test. I'm going to try to drop this from about 24 inches. Okay, so it passes the drop test. That little Glock 81 field knife. And I'm going to give this Glock knife just a little bit of cowbell. Knuckle bump.